Mary Belter Harper. She won the IBO lightweight title in 2019 and then did it in the WBC in 2020. She fights out of Denby, England.
This bout is scheduled for 10.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They're both trying for a knockout. There's a counter shot. Jab not finding its target. Jab misses. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A perfect counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be
And there's the bell for round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. An uppercut does not score. Sophie Eilish is dazed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Sophie in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punchers, my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nobody home with that hook. Jab won't score. Well done with that counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice counter. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Sophie in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter.
Don't forget the jab.
Here we go to the 4th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Just missing with the uppercut. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Just misses with that uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That cut is in a very bad place. The referee might stop it here. So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round.
Good work.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They just gave us one hell of a round. Let's see if they'll do it again.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A big whiff with the right hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Eilish just took a big shot. She's in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Eilish is hurt! Down goes Eilish! Let's see that again.
A shot from the gods took her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
Talk about Sophie in that last round. What a huge momentum swing. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, give her some advice here. We know what she's got to do. It's desperation time after being dropped in that last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That hook was off target. Good counter punching. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
She got clipped by that counter. This is a high-octane battle. She misses with the jab. Only catching air with that hook. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sophie in that last round. They're going to call the doctor over in a minute to check out these cuts.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't jump in and stop it.
All the way through. Wicked work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
And there's the bell for round 7. What an action-packed round that was. Let's see what they have in store for us here.
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they have to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Sophie Eilish is dazed. And apparently no rest for the weary. The Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Her stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Sophie in that last round. That cut is going to cause some problems. They might want to call a doctor on.
My concern is the corner. Are they going to be too brave for their fighter?
Don't forget the jab.
Okay, focus. Look, big breath. Big, deep.
What you want to do. Good work.
And we enter the 8th round. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw.
What a round. What had they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Down goes Sophie. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I need to see that again. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Give me your ball.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. That's boom. Back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and she's got an impressive lead here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
She wasn't ready for that counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round. There's the bell to start round 9. You can see the look of frustration in the corner. She was so confident heading into this fight, but that last round seemed to knock it out of her. She's got to figure out a way to turn the momentum around.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
No rest for the weary. She scores with that counter. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter shot. Lucky that hook didn't score. A perfect counter lands. Nice slip to avoid the jab. How about that time counter shot? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sophie in that last round.
Don't win that round. Don't win that round.
And there's the bell to start round 10. It's one of the best fights I've seen this year. Let's see if this round continues that incredible action.
This is part of the game plan. You knew this was going to happen. Now you've got to stay still in your mind. You've got to think, right, don't get rattled. Don't get swayed by the crowd cheering or booing. Walk straight in there, stick to your game plan, show your shots, and then let it go. But do it at your pace.
Beautiful counter punch. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Incredible work rate. Can they figure out the combination to this set?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Good counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. She catches and counters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You don't see it very often, but here it is. This fight ends in a draw.
A draw? Ooh, listen to that crowd. Nobody's happy with that. Why? Because the build-up was ridiculous. The things that were said were ridiculous. But these two fighters were evenly matched, and this is why we've got a draw. One thing is for certain, they're going to do it all over again.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
What a night for a fight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Here comes Big D, David Adams.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure it is to be. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Nice punch. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just missed. Hold it right there. David Adelaide just took a big shot. And now they're right back into the threat.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
How about that time counter shot? Crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Nice counter shot. Hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Next round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Just don't worry about it. Right. Let's go out there and get
On to the second round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice defense on that hook. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They're both trying for a knockout. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Counter punches have to hurt. And he misses with that jab. He missed with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Seemed like eternity for them. Finally, there's the bell to start round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Counter punch caught him clean. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
straight right just misses. Adelaide rocked. And that was a heavyweight shot that put Big D down. And that body shot folded him like an old T-shirt.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You okay?
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Get your mind back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. The jab's working nice.
You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your
Focus. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
suggested for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick...
I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
and win the round back. Take away that confidence and stop him in his tracks.
Shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise...
The fight's not over yet.
And there's the bell for round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. That right hook catching air. The straight right just misses. A lot of effort being exerted here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Oh my word, Adelaide in some serious trouble. How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Is David Adelaide gonna go down? David Adelaide couldn't take any more, and down he goes. Wow, let's take another look at this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accurate.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out.
Let's talk about O'Carroll in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
In the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost, don't worry about it.
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the straight left. Catch and shoot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The end may be near for John O'Carroll. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That hook doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about O'Carroll in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Now you've let him back into it. Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. Just listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off here.
You're getting your time in already. The right hand's beautiful. That's...
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. I need to get back out there. He needs to win this round.
There's the bell to start round 9. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punch. Big swing and a miss with the hook. He misses with that straight left. Good counter punching. Through the straight left, but it won't score. That counter punch caught. King Kong finally goes down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
You're right, Todd.
Well, Johnny,